get started, I'd like to welcome everybody here today for our third of 4 press conferences. And they call it the Waterfalls, Wingdings, and Wine, but you know it could be just called the WWW. So we're glad. But I'm so glad that you're here. It's a great day to be out here showcasing our areas. I would like to introduce Lee Sintel. He's the director of the Alabama Tourism Department. He's going to come up and say a few words, and we're so glad that he's here today.
Thank you. It's so nice to be back on my home turf. There are always things going on in the Mountain Lakes region, and it never ceases to amaze me how active this region is. There's no other place in the state that has so many professionals and so many volunteers involved in so many activities. Every time I look around, there's a new news release about special events coming from this region. And whether it's the WWW or the FFF coming up this fall, they're always great ideas. And I want to encourage those of you who are planning events for next year. I know Mary G. Harding already has their schedule in for our calendar of events. If you're working on special events, make sure that Maryland Stamps has that information. But I'm not here to push our calendar. I'm just here to say what a great job Dana Lee and her team do, and the rest of the team here. I wish the rest of the state was as developed as the Mountain Lakes region is, but it shows that people had a good idea 45 years ago, and it's just gotten better and better and better. I was involved in Mountain Lakes for a long time when I was in Huntsville and Decatur, but nobody does it better than Dana Lee and her team have been doing it for the last few years, and the hits just keep on coming, and I'm just so proud of what y'all do. Thank you.
Woo! Thank you, Lee. Now I'd like to introduce one of our tourism partners. You know, tourism is like a big family. We all grow together, we all see each other all the time, and so we all have, per se, brothers and sisters or whatever in the tourism industry. And so my Etowah County brother, or cousin, is Hugh, and I'm going to have him come up and say a few words.
I love you. Yes, I did go into the falls. You can go into there. I was down there just a minute ago twice. So, thank you all for coming out. On behalf of my board of directors, we'd like to thank you, all our hotel people that are here today. Thank you for the work you do. I know you all got a busy weekend, and you probably could be somewhere else right now, but we're really glad to have you all out here. I'd like to thank John Copay from Wills Creek Winery for being here and taking care of us here. And certainly the staff of Alabama Mountain Lakes. You guys do a great job, and we're happy that we're able to be a partner with y'all. Waterfalls, we got one. Wingdings, I can't tell you how many. I'll be glad to put Etowah County up against any county in this state for the amount of festivals we have going on. We have 8 community-wide festivals, just each city doing a festival. Then you add in all the other festivals that go on with that, and I guarantee we've got just as many, if not more. In wine, we've got Wills Creek Winery, and we're really happy to have them as a partner too. So thank you all for coming. WWW is alive and well here in Etowah County. And one person I would like to bring up for 1 minute is the man that runs not only this park, but the entire Parks and Recreation Department for Etowah County, or actually for the city of Gadsden. And he's been a great help. Last week we had, or 2 weeks ago, we had almost 700 competitors running across this mountain at the Barbarian Challenge adventure race. We're planning on next year, and we couldn't have done it without Parks and Rec. There's just about nothing that we can do in the city of Gadsden, entertainment-wise, that involves recreation without Parks and Rec. And I'd like to bring up Carrie Payne, Director of Gadsden City Parks and Rec.
Appreciate it, Hugh. We'd just like to welcome everyone to Knockalula Falls and the city of Gadsden. The Knockalula Falls is, of course, a tourist attraction here in northeast Alabama. It's open 7 days a week. It'll be open all the way through to October. And then we shut it down in October to get it ready for Christmas. We do decorate it up here for Christmas for a couple months and open it up the Monday after Thanksgiving with Christmas lights, and you can come up and do all kind of activities with your family. It's real family oriented, very inexpensive, and not sure how many Christmas lights we put out, maybe 1 million, maybe 2 million. We're not focusing on that. We just want everyone to come out and have a good time here at Nakalula Falls and at Christmas at the falls when it starts. It'll start Monday after Thanksgiving, and it'll be open for 25 days consecutively. And we also have mini golf that's just on this property as well, one of the nicest mini golf facilities in the state of Alabama that a lot of people don't know about. So we just glad to have you here in the city of Gadsden, and we work real close with the tourism board, and we got a good one in Hughes Stump, and we look to bring in other events here for our city. And thanks for coming.
Good morning. I'm Kay Donaldson, the Vice President of Marketing for the Alabama Mountain Lakes Tourist Association. And I would be remiss without recognizing some very important people to our organization. First of all, our leader, our champion of Alabama Mountain Lakes, Dana Lee Jennings, who is our President and CEO. Other staff members here with us today is Angie Pierce. She's our Vice President of Operations. Randy Paul, who's here taking photographs for us. He's our marketing associate at the office. Sandra Burrows, who is unable to be with us today. She had a prior commitment, so she is unable to be here. She's our membership recruiter and coordinator. She's at a board meeting in Florence today. Some very, very important people is our executive committee members who allow us to function and be proactive, and we could not function without our executive committee. We have a few of those members here. Nanda Patel with the Holiday Inn and Suites, Holiday Inn Express in Gadsden. We have John Dersham, Tourism Director of DeKalb County, on our executive committee member. And then our president of our board right now, Lisa Soha from the Marshall County Tourism Board. We have some other board members here. Teresa Holgan from the Cherokee County Chamber of Commerce is here. Just trying to make sure I don't forget anybody. We have Bromley Hales from BOAS is also on our board. And then Terry Jennings from Little Faces Doll Shop. Terry's our champion in Gadsden and Etowah County. I had the wonderful privilege of spending about 6 weeks here in Gadsden a couple years ago in Etowah County. Spent a lot of time with Kerry and his staff, and my hat goes off to the hard work that these guys put out. It's not just softball fields and soccer fields anymore. It's barbarian challenges where you have to fix a course around a mountain. And those guys work extremely hard. And without the helps of Parks and Recreations across North Alabama, it'd be very hard for us to put on events like this. Talk a little bit about Waterfalls, Wingdings, and Wine. This is the third part of our 4-part campaign for tourism across North Alabama in 2011. Waterfalls are a great source of natural beauty, and if you've not traveled North Alabama from the Simpsey Wilderness area and seen the waterfalls there to Little River Canyon, which runs 11 miles and at some point 700 feet deep, to Nakalula Falls, which is a very wonderful park for visitors, as we're lucky to see today, number of visitors walking around today. It is a natural resource that we are very committed in preserving as well. Wingdings, as Hugh said, you can look at any community in North Alabama and find an affordable festival for families. And that is what people are looking for these days when they're traveling. What do you have that my family can attend that's affordable? I have a family of 7. My son is playing All-Stars right now, and for each game we go to, it's $35 a night to go and yell for that 10-year-old little boy. So we understand what affordable opportunities are about, and in North Alabama we probably have over 250 family fun affordable festivals ranging from January all the way through December. So I encourage you and your families to get out and travel and see what's in your back door. And then of course wine. In April of 2008, when we unveiled the Alabama Wine Trail, it wasn't necessarily the most popular decision viewed by the press, but it was quickly the top requested information that we receive at Mountain Lakes. It is always in the top 5 of the requested information. So as that trail continues to develop, Alabama Mountain Lakes will be there to help promote that piece of agricultural tourism in our area. It is vastly becoming very popular. I know Mr. Copay is here and he can answer questions to what their traffic sources have been. We have heard very positive stories. We continue to get publicity through travel writers who travel the region. As we go to other shows, we're talked to about the wine trail and people that have visited. So we are very excited about that being a new tourism product for not only North Alabama, but throughout the state. Some people ask about how we're promoting this campaign. We're promoting through radio in 6 different markets in Tennessee, Kentucky, and in Alabama. We are online at al.com, which is the largest news source in the state of Alabama. We are working with travel writers on stories and have been for many, many months, probably up to 6 months in writing stories. And we are promoting it on our website at thinknorthalabama.com. So if you're interested in finding out more places you can go, whether it be DeSoto Falls, the Sipsey Wilderness area, if you're interested in more of the wineries throughout the state, all of those links are found there on that website. If you have any more questions about the campaign or how you might be more involved in upcoming campaigns, I'll be around for questions and answers. But without further ado, we have some wine for your tasting, some grape juice if you're interested, some water, and some snacks available. Thanks to John and his staff at Wills Creek for providing those.
I would like to thank the American Lake Association. They really have started us on the wine trail. We now have 14 wineries in Alabama, and 12 of them are going to join our famous group. Monday I had a family of 5 from New Zealand. Wow! Came in, they signed the book. Last August, Robert Plant stopped at the winery.
Led Zeppelin Robert Plant?
Yes, yes. And I've got the signature. I've hidden the book. I'm going to make a picture of it. But thanks to the Mountain Lakes, and now they really got us kick-started with this wine trail. Thank you.